Should we take a free dive together? Okay. Relax and picture yourself lying on the surface of the ocean and gazing down into the blue, watching those flickering beams of sunlight converging on a point far, far below you. Your body jackknifes upside down. Your arms sweep the water and pull you under. And straight away you feel the pull of your own buoyancy tugging you back to the surface, holding you back, asking you, do you really want to go? If you do, you need to swim quickly and powerfully to overcome that force. But be careful. Don't use too much energy, because this is the phase of the dive where you burn the most oxygen. Gradually, the surface lets you go. From this moment on, there is only your present self in the present moment, and you're coasting downhill now. You can shut off the engines. From this point on, you're negatively buoyant. Every muscle in your body relaxes, except for maybe your feet, which act like tiny little rudders to keep you on a vertical track. Every second or two, your tongue pumps a little bit of air up into your middle ears to equalize the pressure there. Your lungs are compressing further still, losing more volume and creating a kind of a vacuum effect that's collapsing your rib cage, collapsing your bronchi and your trachea, and pulling your diaphragm up underneath your rib cage. As well as this, what is also happening is your spleen is contracting, releasing fresh red blood cells into your circulation. Your capillaries and your muscles are also contracting, shunting the blood away from your muscles, so it's forcing them to work anaerobically. All there is the kind of dull thudding of your heartbeat. It's so slow that there's this kind of eerie pause between the two phases of the beat. So instead of being boom, 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 it's more of a glung, 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 glung. Of course, you're on your way towards a certain depth. There's a target, a white disc at that depth that holds the tags you have to retrieve and bring back to the surface as proof of your journey. Then you grasp the rope with one hand. It's the only time you're allowed to touch it. You grab the tag and your body swings around by 180 degrees. And in that void, what is revealed is, I believe, one of the most beautiful experiences. It's an awareness of presence, and presence in awareness. This is going to be the most physical part of the dive. You had that free ride down, and now you're going to have to pay for it on the way back up. This is where it all begins. Have you gone too deep? Thoughts themselves are brainwave frequencies that consume oxygen in their creation, and negative thoughts, they breed like gremlin rabbits until they swarm all over your mind. If you panic here and now, you'll consume all the rest of your oxygen in a flash. Instead, you can count the strokes. 1 stroke. 2 strokes. 3 strokes. 3 strokes. How many more strokes to go? No, don't start that either. Suddenly, your thoracic muscles contract, expanding your rib cage. It's an involuntary breathing reflex, trying to suck air into your mouth, but your mouth and your glottis stay clamped shut while you're underwater, so no water passes. And instead, your diaphragm is yanked up under your rib cage. It's kind of like a punch in the gut saying, you need to breathe soon. This is the most delicate and dangerous part of the free dive. So it's when your safety divers come down to meet you and escort you through those final meters. The light is returning finally, and with it, so is your buoyancy, allowing you to glide for longer on each stroke as the air in your lungs re-expands. Finally, the surface comes into view. And for those last moments, you enjoy the sensation of flying through liquid. You're about to wake from this dream, from this journey below surfaces. And when you do, when you suck in that first breath, you'll do so not just as a terrestrial hominoid returned to its element, but also equally as an aquatic mammal coming up for air. Take a breath now. Taste it as if it were your first. and hold on to that awareness of the depths as you return to life above the surface. This is why I freedive.
Wake up!